Greetings fellow Decepticons, Sound Blaster 1987 here with another Transformers Generations Beast Wars update. Today I'll be looking at Airazor Quickstrike. Now, I've already reviewed the original Quickstrike toy. You'll find the link for that review in the description below. I don't currently have access to my copy of the original figure for comparison, unfortunately, so you'll have to just bear with me on that one. But as you can see, Quickstrike here is a faithful representation of his animation model from the 1990s Beast Wars cartoon series, with the brittle, clear plastic yellow parts of the original toy being recast in the same sort of shiny mustard gold opaque plastic that Dark of the Moon Dark Steel used. Dark Steel was a retool of the Dark of the Moon Sideswipe mold that was a clear homage to Quickstrike's design in one way or another, including his mech tech weapons, referring to a scorpion stinger and a pair of snake fangs. Articulation in this Scorpion-Cobra hybrid mode is pretty extensive due to it being a Generations release. Because they're going to double as the robot mode's legs, the Scorpion claws have a universal / ball jointed shoulder here with swivel and such like. Then you've got a pretty extensive, just over 90 degrees of the elbow there. And you've also got an upward and downward movement of the claw here as well, because this is going to be the ankle rocker for robot mode, and the claws open because they're going to be the robot feet, as you can see. And there are 5mm posts inside these claws, so you can put weapons in there or attach them to a display stand and such. Nothing of the Scorpion legs because, well, stability, but you can unpeg the Scorpion head and make it look around like the Beast Machine's Viacom drone heads from the Beast Machine sequel cartoon to provide a bit more sort of expressive motion. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ball joints on the snake tail, plus also the universal swivel of a robot mode shoulder component. So you've got quite a range of motion in the Scorpion / snake component at the tail here, plus the snake part's mouth opens. And there's a 3mm blast effect port there, so you can plug in a blast effect of some sort to make it look like a spitting cobra acid attack, or in this case, Cyber-Venom. So, for size comparison in beast mode, here is Quickstrike next to Kingdom Deluxe Airazor, one of the first Beast Wars updates from the more modern Generations lines that I came to possess for the channel. Why we haven't had a DC Animated Universe Hawkgirl retool of this Airazor mold yet, I'll never know, but as you can see, his beast mode is quite large for a deluxe, whereas of course Airazor is a relatively small of an average figure, height-wise. And for another comparison, here we have the Marvel Legends 3 3/4 inch Sabretooth, who is pretty reasonable scale with Quickstrike's Beast Mode, given the scale of their primitives, so proto-humans in the Beast Wars cartoon. So, to transform Quickstrike, or should I say, Quickstrike, terrorize! What you want to do first is unpeg the Scorpion head and double hinge it up, like so, out of the way. Then rotate it 180 degrees like so it's facing backwards. Then straighten out the Scorpion claws and open them out to become a robot feet, like so. Then once you've done that, what you want to do next is you want to stand him up, come to the underside like so, disconnect the Scorpion legs from the underside like so, and bring this whole extension out like so. This will become one arm, close the Scorpion legs into a sort of capture cage claw thing, then straighten out the snake tail and unpeg this, bring it around 90 degrees, unpeg the rear section of the thorax and disconnect these pieces from the sides as well. That will free up the mechanism to bring the cobra arm to the side. You have to forgive me for any fumbles with this transformation, fellow Decepticons. Quickstrike is still fresh out of the box, having literally just been released publicly within the week that I'm recording this review. So what you want to do next is make sure that the cobra head is facing the right way on one arm. Then you want to bring the chest plate down, open up the front panel. Whoops. And make sure the cobra head arm doesn't come off of its mushroom peg swivel like so. So just reattach that if it does fall off. Apologies for the delay. Then what you want to do next is make sure that the torso is situated correctly. So you want things to look a little bit like this on the inside. Then bring the head up and the torso down. Make sure that the arms are out of the way. Sandwich the torso into place. Close up the shoulder pad pauldron extensions like so. Close up this panel and make sure everything's situated, and here we have Quickstrike's robot mode. Now again, I sadly don't have my original Beast Wars Quickstrike with me for size comparison at the moment, but I do have Kingdom Airazor, who is about the same size in robot mode compared to the Beast mode, because Quickstrike was always one of the smaller characters in the Beast Wars line, due to being a basic class, one of the smaller size classes of the original toy line. And here he is again with the Marvel 3 3/4 inch Sabertooth. As you can see, Quickstrike is about 5 inches tall. And here he is with the Legacy United Voyager Silverbolt, who was the other Airazor from the cartoon, but was awakened in the same moment, in the same episode at the same time as Quickstrike was. So you can see he's a bit smaller than his Autobot, Maximal counterpart. So articulation in robot mode is pretty extensive due to being a Transformers Generations figure. You've got a ball jointed head for full expressive range of motion. You've got universal swivels at the shoulders. You've got a bicep swivel, elbow that goes both ways on the scorpion legs arm. Plus you've got a mushroom peg swivel here as a sort of, I guess you call that a wrist twist kind of thing for Quickstrike. Plus also his scorpion legs do open up for the claw configuration for more expressive poses, for like if he's trying to grab Cheetor or something. And then of course on the other side you've got the universal swivel. You've got, I guess this first ball joint socket here would act as a bicep swivel. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ball joints, as I mentioned before, from the snake tail. And the cobra head's mouth does still open. The original Quickstrike toy, as you'll know from my original review, had a squirt gun gimmick inside the cobra head, which was supposed to be like a spitting cobra homage combined with the Cyber-Venom attack that Quickstrike had in the show, which of course has since been gutted due to the way the Generations line prioritizes screen accurate proportions and articulation updates compared to anything else. But continuing, we have a waist swivel as well. And of course, as mentioned before, the scorpion claws become the robot legs. So you've got universal / ball jointed hips, a thigh swivel, and a deep, nearly 90 degrees knee bend, as well as ankle rockers that go both ways, and the claws can open and close to sort of clamp onto an unstable surface for more traction, with the serrated edges of the claws themselves helping to keep him stabilised. And as for 5mm ports, you've got one on the back, you've got one on the underside of the snake hood, you've got one in the middle of the scorpion leg claw arm, and one on each of the underside of his feet. So if you've got any fossilizers, weaponizers, etc., you can use their armor parts to make Quickstrike even deadlier than he already looks. So, that more or less concludes my review of Age of Appliance Quickstrike. I have been Sandblaster1987, thanks again for watching. And my next review will be the 12-inch Toy Biz House of M Spider-Man. Until then, till all are one.